and welcome back to Aubrey Books and Coffee. Please grab your favorite beverage of choice and join me. So, something new I really wanted to focus on this year, and so I'm starting right away in January, is to give more love to my local library. I am all about saving the money, all about supporting local libraries, and there's so many treasures there that don't get mentioned on BookTube, that don't get mentioned on Book Talk. So many books that get completely missed and ignored. I'm going to change that for me starting now. So in this vlog, which I am going to be calling my library treasure hunting, I'm basically going to spin a wheel to figure out what genre I'm going to go to. And then once I get to those stacks, I'm going to use a random number generator online. And then whatever number it goes to, I'm literally going to count each book and I'll video it to show you and keep me honest. And then whatever the number lands on, that's the book I must read and vlog for you all. Then after that's done, the second thing I'm going to do is go to the new release shelves. And it still has to be in that genre that I spun. So I will then get to pick out what I think I will like. So I can always make sure each vlog for this is somehow enjoyable for me. I'll pick out one that's a new release that I think I'd really enjoy. I'll read it and vlog it, of course. And then third and final, I'm going to go up to a librarian and I'm going to say, I read this book and it was blank stars. I read this one and it was blank stars. In this genre, what would you recommend I read? And then I'm going to take the librarian's recommendation and read it and vlog it and let you know. And then we'll get to do it all again. So I'm hoping this will be a lot of fun. I'm hoping to find some new treasures in the library. I encourage you all to do it as well. Let me know what treasures you find and what you think of the books that I picked. And yeah, let's go. Let's get this started. So our first spin got us graphic novels. That is so exciting. Yay! I love me some graphic novels. And this year I wanted to make sure that I read at least one a month. So this is so perfect to start the year off. I just feel like 2025 is going to be my year, everyone, and I hope it is for you too. Well, number 62 on that random generator didn't get us very far on that shelf, but I don't want to count to 1,000, so it's going to be in increments of 100. But that got us a Marvel comic, Logan, or I should say Old Man Logan. So I'm excited. It's thin, it's tiny, it'll be quick and easy, and then we get to go on to part 2. All right, so I finished it. Obviously, it's really short. I'm giving it a 3 stars. I know this is like volume 7, but it's what I landed on. And for me anyway, with comics, they usually do a really good job of filling in the gaps, so I didn't mind it. But yeah, with this one, we're following Logan, who's much older, so of course his healing powers are still there, but they take a little longer. And basically he's trying to stop some, we'll say, profiteering off of a new drug that's been made called Regenex that basically is given to somebody and they can regenerate body parts and things. And he's trying to stop this from being on the market and stuff. And so he's talking to different people and trying to get things done, and in the Logan manner of how he do. As you can see from the cover, there is a woman involved, and she did not look familiar to me drawn this way, but as soon as the name was said, I'm like, ooh. So yeah, it's interesting. So I hope you guys pick it up if you're into Logan's story and Marvel at all, because it was actually very well written. It was funny at places, and it was an enjoyable read. now it's time to go look at the brand new section and see what we're gonna get. All right, so I got into the news section, and the comic that I chose is The Last Delivery by Even Dom, I think is how you pronounce that. And it looks really cute, and essentially it says on the back that an anonymous parcel delivery boy arrives to this mansion, and he needs someone to sign for the package. But he has to go inside the mansion to find somebody to sign for it, and it's got a huge party going on, and all the party goers are like halting him at every step, and there's like, it's a labyrinthian house, and there's magic and all kinds of problems, and he's like, I just want to deliver this package. So it's a little bit bigger than the previous ones. It'll take me a minute to get through it, but I think it sounds hilarious, and it looks adorable, and I cannot wait to read this one. To be honest, I feel like I just went on an acid trip. I'm gonna say a 2-star for it. The art was actually kind of interesting and I liked it, but yeah, like it went dark and weird, and for me, not a very good resolution, just for me. So gonna say 2-star on this one. It was disturbing and weird, and not entirely enjoyable, and not for children. All right, so I went to the librarian that was at the desk, and I told her, you know, the Logan got a 3-star, the delivery one got a 2-star, and she asked me about a couple of other graphic novels that I've liked, and I said, of course, like Saga and things like that. And so she recommended I pick up Woman World by Aminder Dalawal, I think it's pronounced. She said basically it's a world where the men have gone extinct. So I think this is going to be an interesting ride and a great recommendation. All right, so I finished it. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. It was enlightening and hilarious. It's very tongue-in-cheek and sarcastic and funny, and it follows several different people, friendships, crushes, a grandma with her kids. It is so good, but beware that some of the girls don't believe in clothes, and be aware that they're trying to understand a world that happened generations before them. So some of the stuff they find is a little rated R, and they don't even understand why. So not for children, but very good. A lot of things in here, very heartwarming and heartfelt, and really make you think about things and what we do as a society now. So I love that she recommended this. This was my favorite overall, and I think this experiment is starting off with a bang. So our second selection on the wheel was for romance this time. Interesting. And once again, I'm surprised at how many books there are in a category. I don't know why I am, but I am. And so once again, I get a number that's so close to 100, and I think to myself, oh my gosh, like this is going to be way up in the like Q's, you know, or something. And instead, it's in the B's. And so we actually are starting off with This Earl of Mine by Kate Bateman. And so it's been a minute since I've read a cover like this story, a Harlequin story. So I don't know why I'm blushing, like I should be over that by now. But anyway, so this should be exciting, and I will keep you updated. All right, so I'm in sprints, and during sprints, I am now 25% into the book, and it feels almost like Bridgerton and the way that's set up, where you have a woman that's got a lot of money. She would be happy to be single the rest of her life. Like, she has no desire to get married whatsoever. But her family's really pressuring her into it. And she's like 24. So, like, but back in those days, I suppose. And so basically she decides, you know what? I'm going to go into a prison because I don't want somebody marrying me for my money and stealing my money. But if I go into a prison, they're just going to be so happy to get their freedom. They'd be willing to marry me and then hop on a boat and go far, far away so I never have to see them again. But I can tell everybody that I'm married. And by the way, I'll have them sign this, well, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. But anyway, basically not to be able to get her money. So signing a contract where they can't have access to any of her money, that they're marrying her as just to marry her. And at the end of everything, they walk away with nothing but what they earn themselves, and she gets to keep all of her money. So she does find somebody. And of course, she thinks he's very, very handsome, but she's happy to throw him on a boat and never see him again after they get married there in the dungeon. Well, now at 25%, she sees him again at a ball because, come to find out, he actually has a good name. No money, but name and title. And he doesn't plan on going anywhere. So that's kind of where we're at. And she's like, look, I won't let you have access to my money, but I will pay you to be actively wooing me for the season so nobody else will come after me. And our wedding at the end of the season will look more legit than just what we snuck around and did. Because if you're not planning on going anywhere, I can't just say I got married and eloped. I have to actually have a wedding. So if you're willing to go through with all of that for me, then we can, just go our separate ways at the end of the season, and I'll be safe and you'll have more money that you want to open your business that you're looking into, and we'll all be happy. So of course, it's probably not going to go that smoothly, right? But that's where we're at, and it's interesting, and it's grabbed me already at 25%. So we'll see. So I am now 76% into this Earl of mine, and it's giving me the lighthearted vibes. Like, there's nothing super serious or crazy plot twisty in this. It's your typical, romance, but it's funny, it's quirky. It's got moments that just make me laugh and smile with their banter, and they have to throw in some twists, of course, but yeah, like I'm having a good time. It's an easy read. It's what I expect from a romance novel, and I'm enjoying it, and that's why you didn't get an update until now. And I'm about ready to go in and get my hair did. So obviously the hair appointment is done. It never looks as good as when they do it professionally. Am I right? So anywho, I did end up finishing while I was waiting for the color to process and stuff. I did end up finishing my Earl, and basically I'm gonna give it 4 stars. It's exactly what you expect in a romance. Like, there was nothing brand new or earth-shattering or crazy or death-defying or twists or anything like that, but it's exactly what you want in a romance, and it was sweet and it was fun, and I loved their talk and banter, and there was enough of a subplot that it made it very interesting. So I'm gonna give it 4 stars. This was a success, and I can't wait to now go pick out something from the new releases section. So I am 25% into the new release I picked up, Curvy Girl Summer, and oh my gosh. So the book literally starts out on page 1 with spice, like descriptive spice. So just prepare yourself for that, because this book is not holding punches. But it's good because it's actually not that part. I mean, that part, whatever. But the 25% into it, I am enjoying it, is what I'm saying. And it's good. It's actually got a very voluptuous and curvy main character, and I love that. I love her friendships and how supportive they are. I love how snarky she is. I love how confident she is in her own skin. Essentially, her friend talks her into going onto a dating app. And so she's like meeting these guys at a bar that's like right across the street from where she lives. And the bartender there gives her a hard time. Hi, Whiskey. And he's very sarcastic and hilarious, but has a wedding band on and is married. So she knows he's off limits. So that makes him feel safer. And they are kind of developing a friendship together, which is really sweet. And he's kind of looking out for her. And he's like, wow, these guys you're meeting up with for the app in here are winners. Good job. Like very sarcastically. And sure enough, they are a bunch of losers. So she's about ready to give up on the app. And he's like, tell you what, why don't you come out with me and my boys and we'll show you what good guys look like. And so she has accepted this offer. And that's where we're at so far. And their friendship is just really cute and really sweet. It sucks that he's married because they would be so cute together. But I'm having a great time. I'm loving the writing style. And yeah, I am all in. Okay, I am now 50% into Curvy Girl Summer, and something exciting has been revealed. I'm sure you could probably guess, but I'm not going to say it because you know I'm spoiler free. But something exciting has been revealed, but it's not being taken well, is it, Rumbletoes? It's very exciting, very drama inducing at 50%. So I got to let you go because I need to go back and continue reading. Oh my goodness, I have not updated you guys, and I am so sorry for that. It's been a lot. There's been a lot happening. There was a crazy thing happening with Talia with her eye, and there was a crazy thing where she had to have surgery and stuff. And so that's all on Discord. Feel free to go on there if you want to see pictures or anything, but beware, it's gruesome. So that was going on. And then of course I had to take Katie to get her appointment to get her hair done. So I'll make sure to have a picture here for you to see how she got it done. Now she's half bleached. She'll eventually make it kind of a bluish green color, but she's waiting because she has no patience to sit in that chair for long. So anyhow, all that to say, I did finish Curvy Girl Summer and I loved it. I thought it was so good. I give it 4 stars because I will not be rereading it or putting it on my shelf, but I have a new beloved author now because it was so good. I'm 100% going to pick up the next one in the series, so I hate to add a series to my ever-growing series list, but worth it because it was so good. Heads up, there's lots and lots of spice, so keep that in mind, but it was so good and so sweet, and I love how ultimately the whole thing was you need to be comfortable in your own skin, and I love that message so much. So absolutely loved it. And yeah, what a success for this round. I thought it was wonderful. Had a great time just randomly number generating, got a new author that I like from that one, and went to the brand new shelves and got this one. And so again, a win-win. So now I'm going to head off to the library to see what the librarian picks for me. So the librarian has chosen Red, White, and Royal Blue, which I'm excited to read. I've heard so many good things about this. I've heard it has to do with like the president's son falling in love with a prince and just, of course, the political ramifications of that. So I am super excited to get to that. I am about 50% into Red, White, and Royal Blue, and it is so sweet. The boys like hated each other initially, and they're kind of being forced to work together to overcome, we'll say, an issue that happened at a prestigious party type event thing. And yeah, it's pretty funny. But yeah, it's a good time. I'm enjoying it. I love seeing these guys interact and cannot wait to see where it goes from here. So I didn't update you throughout the day. I'm sorry. The day got away from me. Life has been crazy. So Talia's like healing and stuff and doing really well. And now Whiskey's trying to attack her. I don't know why, but he is like attacking her every time we turn around. So it's been exhausting trying to deal with all of that. Thank you all for your support online. I have so appreciated it. It has been exhausting. But anyway, I'm getting ready to go to bed. Before I shower and go to bed, wanted to update you. I did listen to Red, White, and Royal Blue all day. Oh, it was so good. A bit longer than I was expecting, but it was really, really cute and really sweet. And the way that they message back and forth and use codes and stuff and like, reference old literature and stuff. Oh, it's just so cute. It was just so precious. It actually gave me a lot of the same vibes I have whenever I read the graphic novel Heartstopper. So I just think it's wonderful. So if you really like, love stories like that are sweet and wonderful, I highly recommend you pick this up. I'm going to give it 4 stars. And again, a huge success this round for the library treasure hunting. I have found so many good treasures, but I need to wrap up this vlog so that I can shower, go to bed, and so that I can get this out to you guys and start on another one.